the first wrap up of the year. Let's get straight into it. My favourite film in January, I watched three films, two. Can't quite remember, but my favourite. Wonka is my favourite film of the month. I was a bit worried about it, but it was good. The only issue I really had was Hugh Grant wasn't in it enough. He's not in it for like the first half of the film, and he should have been in it a lot more. He made an adorable Oompa Loompa. So yes, Hugh Grant should have been in it more, but that was my favourite film. My favourite TV show, right, was My Life with the Walter Boys on Netflix. I got it end of December, beginning of January. I got it at the end of December. I started watching it, but finished it in January. So that was my favourite show. It was fine. it was a decent show. I mean, I watched the whole show. It's just I don't know. I think I wanted something a little bit more, but I did enjoy it, and I heard it's been renewed for a second season, so I'll probably watch it. I know there's some other shows coming out this year that I'm looking forward to, so hopefully it's good. And some of the shows that I've already started watching are coming back for another season, so yes. Okay, so my favourite song was Lose Control by Teddy Swims, right? Why has no one told me about Teddy? His voice! Oh my god, he is so talented. I loved it. So yeah, I actually listened to some modern music and discovered him, and I was like, oh my god, why did no one tell me about him? So yes, I'm really enjoying his music. I think he's one to watch out for this year. So yeah, Lose Control, such a good song. And my favourite book of the year, I'm already done. My favourite book of the month was Level Up by Rob Dial. It is such a good book. I gave it 5 stars. I mean, we're already into the new year and I gave a book 5 stars. Normally I wait, but it's such a good book. If you haven't heard, Rob Dial has a podcast called The Mindset Mentor, and it's good. Like prompts, journaling prompts, and he breaks things down so easy. It was an easy read. He has like life experiences in it. Anyone can do these things, and it is such a good book. 5 stars. You have to read it this year. At some point this year, you need to read Level Up by Rob Dial. It is so good. Okay, so that was my favourites. So now I'm going to reflect on the month. January, in one word, fresh. It was like renewal and starting new things and continuing things. It's been a good month for me. Even though I hate winter, it's been good. Okay, so I've started doing this thing now where I rate the month between 1 and 10, and for me, January was an 8. My highs and lows. So I got to meet up with my friend who I haven't seen since, I was going to say last year, but yeah, it was like mid last year when I met up with her. So it's been like 9 months or something since we last saw each other. So it was really good to have a good catch up. We had food, which is always a good thing. I just love meeting up with people and eating really good food. And she knows the good places to eat. So yeah, it was good. I finally started learning the keyboard. I've been wanting to learn how to play the piano for ages, and I always said, oh, when I have the money to buy a piano, or when I have the time, and I keep putting it off. And then I decided, you know what? No, I'm going to do the things that I want, and I want to learn how to play. So I bought a keyboard, which was way cheaper than a piano, and I've been learning and practicing like every day, and it's been really good, and I'm really enjoying it. And I'm finally doing something that I've wanted to do for ages, so that's definitely a high. I read 4 non-fiction books this month. I've just been like in a reading mood, and some of it's been like really interesting, so it's like, oh yeah. And then sometimes you just like get sucked into a good book, even if it is non-fiction. I like definitely get sucked into fiction, but I've been reading the non-fiction books, and I love it. It's been really good, and I've made a good start on my goals. In fact, I actually I think I came up with 22 goals for this year, and I've already completed one, so I'm really shocked how that's going. The only low I could really think of is that my keyboard got delayed, and I had to wait like 2 extra days before it arrived. So that's like the only low I could really think of. Otherwise, it's been a good month, and I'm really happy with that. Okay, what did I learn? Not everyone is going to see your vision. Like, I have this idea of how this year is going to go, and some people will try and pull you down and say, like, don't be silly, don't be more realistic. And no, I see a vision of how it's going to go, and I'm going to go for it, and screw everyone else. How can I improve is by focusing on myself, ignoring everyone else, getting in like the right mindset, and just going for it. And I think the fact that I've already achieved one of my goals for the year is gonna sort of like snowball the others and just get me going. So I'm really chuffed how this year has started, and I'm just hoping that it will continue on throughout. Obviously, I know it's gonna have some lows and stuff like that, but no, I'm feeling really good. That was my reflections. And now I'm going to show you my goals for the month, and then I'm going to show you my goals for next month. And yeah, I'm really excited about doing it. So let me just switch the camera around. Okay, so these are my goals for this month, and as you can see, I managed to do all of them, and I'm really chuffed about it. So I saved 10%. I read a non-fiction, and I had put Diary of a CEO. That was the first book that I read this month. And then I read 3 others, so I definitely ticked that off. Try a new recipe. I put specifically egg drop bowl. That's supposed to say roll. Egg roll bowl, not drop. I don't know why I put drop, but anyway, try a new recipe. Did that, and I've actually tried 4 other new recipes, so tick that off. Buy the new keyboard. I did. Continue with my Spanish. I have. Look at English heritage sites. I've looked at these ones in particular, which I'm gonna start planning on when to go and visit them. Look up online courses. I did. I think I'm gonna go with Skillshare and take a photo. I did. So yeah, I'm really, really chuffed with how this went. And as you see, I broke it down into like what sort of week and stuff I wanted it to be done by, and I've done it. And now we're gonna go looking at next month's goals. So they are pretty similar, because these are the goals I want to do for this quarter. But so I want to save another 10%, read another non-fiction, try another new recipe, because I have 12 that I had selected that I wanted to do. Practice the keyboard, because like last month was buy, this month is practice. Continue with my Spanish. Take I can't speak. Take an online course. Take a photo. Go on a solo date, and I actually created a list of solo dates I want to try. So now I just need to figure out which one I want to do,
and then post weekly on YouTube. So those are my February goals, and then as you can see, I've just put them into sort of like deadlines on what I want to do. So obviously practice keyboard is every week, same with my Spanish, but I want to start the online course first week. I also want to go on the solo date the second week, save the 10% by the third week, and then I want to take a photo by the end of the month, so I've put that under week 4. So then, those are my goals for next month, and I can't wait to get started. What are some of your goals for next month? Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you.
That was my January wrap up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.